February feels like the wrong time to plant anything. It's still cold outside. The ground is frozen or muddy. Spring feels weeks away. Most gardeners are still planning, still ordering seeds, still waiting. But February is not a waiting month. It's a planting month. Not for everything, not for most things. But for a specific group of crops that need February starts to produce properly, this is the window. If you wait until March, you'll be too late for some of them. If you wait until the ground thaws to direct sow, you'll miss the entire spring harvest window. February separates gardeners who eat early from gardeners who eat late. The crops that need February starts fall into two categories: cool season crops that mature before summer heat, and long season crops that need maximum growing time. Both require February timing for different reasons, and if you miss February, you don't get a second chance until next year. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what to plant in February, why these crops can't wait, and how to start them even when it's still winter outside. Let's start with the cool season crops that need February starts to beat the heat. Cool season crops that mature before summer. These crops grow best in cool weather. They need to establish, mature, and finish producing before summer temperatures arrive. That means starting them early enough to harvest in late spring or early summer. Wait too long and heat ruins them. Lettuce and salad greens. Most people think lettuce is a spring crop you direct sow in April. But if you want lettuce in April, you need to start it in February. Lettuce started indoors in February can be transplanted outside in late March or early April. It matures in 4 to 6 weeks after transplanting. That gives you fresh salad greens by late April or early May before temperatures spike. Lettuce planted in April doesn't produce until June. By then it's already too hot. The plants bolt immediately. You get bitter leaves and no harvest. February starts solve this. Start seeds indoors in trays. Keep them cool around 60 to 65 degrees. Transplant outside as soon as the soil is workable. Use row covers or cold frames if nights are still freezing. Lettuce tolerates light frost. The same timing works for arugula, spinach, and mustard greens. All of these can be started indoors in February or direct sown outdoors in late February if the ground isn't frozen. The key is getting them established before warm weather forces them to bolt. Cabbage. Cabbage for spring harvest must be started in February. It needs 8 to 10 weeks indoors before transplanting, and it needs to form heads in cool weather. Start seeds indoors in early February. Transplant outside in early to mid-April. Harvest in late May or early June before summer heat causes splitting or bolting. Cabbage started later produces in summer heat. The heads are smaller, looser, and more prone to pests. Spring cabbage is tight, crisp, and sweet. That only happens with February timing. Broccoli and cauliflower. These are the most temperature-sensitive crops in the garden. They need steady, cool temperatures to form heads properly. Too cold and they stall. Too warm and they bolt or produce tiny button heads. February indoor starts give them the exact timing they need. Start seeds indoors in early February. Transplant in early April. Harvest in late May or early June. This narrow window is why most people fail at growing broccoli and cauliflower. They start too late, transplant into warming soil, and the plants never form proper heads. February starts are non-negotiable for spring brassicas. Peas. Peas are one of the few crops that can be direct sown outdoors in February in many climates. They germinate in cold soil, tolerate frost, and actually prefer cool growing conditions. If your ground isn't frozen, you can sow peas directly in late February. If it is frozen, start them indoors in biodegradable pots and transplant as soon as the soil thaws. Peas don't like root disturbance, so starting them in pots you can plant directly avoids transplant shock. Peas planted in February produce in late May or early June. Peas planted in April produce in July when it's too hot. The pods are tough and the plants stop producing. February pea planting extends your harvest season by 6 to 8 weeks. That's the difference between eating fresh peas for 2 months versus 2 weeks. Long season crops that need maximum growing time. The second category is crops that don't care about cool weather. They just need a very long season to produce. Starting them in February gives them the maximum possible growing time before frost returns in fall. Onions and leeks. If you didn't start onions and leeks in January, February is your last chance. Onions need 4 to 5 months to size up. Leeks need even longer. Starting them in February instead of January means smaller bulbs, but it's still worth doing. Medium onions are better than no onions, and leeks don't need to be huge to be useful. Start seeds indoors in trays. Transplant when they're pencil thin. Give them as much growing time as possible before fall. Even late starts produce usable crops. Celery and celeriac. Celery needs one of the longest seasons of any vegetable, 120 to 150 days from seed to harvest. Starting it in February gives it just enough time to mature before fall frost. Celery is slow to germinate and slow to grow. It needs consistent moisture and doesn't handle heat well. February starts allow it to establish during cool spring weather and mature before extreme summer heat. Celeriac follows the same timeline. Both crops are worth the effort if you use them regularly, but they absolutely require February starts in most climates. Artichokes. Artichokes are perennials in mild climates, but in colder zones they're grown as annuals. To get artichokes to produce in their first year, they need an early start. Sow artichoke seeds indoors in February. They need 8 to 12 weeks before transplanting. In their first year, they may only produce a few small buds, but establishing them early gives them the best chance. If you're in a mild climate where artichokes overwinter, February starts mean larger plants by fall and better production in year 2. Slow herbs. Rosemary, sage, oregano. Perennial herbs grown from seed are extremely slow. Rosemary can take 3 to 4 weeks just to germinate. Then it grows at a crawl. Starting these herbs in February gives them the entire growing season to establish. By fall, they'll be large enough to overwinter or bring indoors. Wait until spring and you'll have tiny seedlings by summer that aren't strong enough to survive winter. How to start February seeds indoors. February planting is almost entirely indoor starting. The ground is too cold for most direct sowing. Here's what you need: light and temperature. Cool season crops don't need high heat. Most germinate and grow well at 60 to 70 degrees. That's cooler than January crops like tomatoes and peppers. You still need grow lights. Even in February, windowsill light isn't strong enough. Keep lights 2 to 4 inches above seedlings, just like January starts. Run lights for 14 to 16 hours per day. Cool season crops tolerate slightly shorter light periods than warm season crops, but consistency still matters. Hardening off early transplants. Crops started in February often get transplanted while nights are still cold. Hardening off is critical. Start the hardening process 10 to 14 days before transplanting. Cool season crops are hardier than tomatoes and peppers, but they still need gradual exposure to wind, sun, and temperature swings. Use row covers, cold frames, or cloches to protect transplants from hard freezes. Most February crops tolerate light frost, but not prolonged freezing. Soil preparation. Even though you're starting seeds indoors, prepare outdoor beds in February. As soon as the ground thaws enough to work, add compost, turn the soil, and let it settle. February transplants go out in late March or early April. If beds aren't ready, you'll delay transplanting and lose the timing advantage. What not to plant in February? February is not the time to start warm season crops unless you're in a very short season climate. Tomatoes, peppers, and eggplant started in February will be too large by transplant time. They'll become root-bound, stressed, and weak. Stick to January or early March for these crops depending on your zone. Summer squash, cucumbers, and beans should not be started in February. These grow fast and don't need long lead time. Direct-sow them outdoors in late spring. Focus February on crops that specifically benefit from early starts. Don't start things early just because you're eager to plant. Why February timing matters. February planting is about positioning. You're setting crops up to mature at the optimal time. Cool season crops mature in late spring before heat arrives. Long season crops get maximum growing time before fall frost. Both rely on February starts to hit those windows. Gardeners who skip February and wait until March end up harvesting everything in midsummer. That creates a glut in July and August and nothing in May, June, or September. February starts spread the harvest. You eat earlier, you eat longer, and you avoid the problem of everything ripening at once. What to do this week? If you're planting in February, here's the priority order. Start cool season brassicas first. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. These have the tightest timing requirements. Start lettuce and greens next. These are fast and flexible but still benefit from early starts. Start long season crops if you missed January. Onions, leeks, celery, better late than never. Direct-sow peas outdoors if the ground is workable. If not, start them indoors in biodegradable pots. Skip warm season crops unless you're in zone 3 or 4 with a very short season. February is not a month to sit and wait. It's a month to plant the crops that need this exact window. In the next video, we'll cover February garden prep so your beds are ready when transplant time arrives. Stop waiting for spring. Start planting what February demands.